You've probably heard the term sales funnel before, and you've heard everybody tell you that you need to be using a sales funnel to grow your business. But what is it and what do you do? In today's video, I'm going to show you what a sales funnel is in its most basic sense and different ways that you can start incorporating this type of marketing strategy into your own business to start scaling online. Hi, hello, my name is Alina and I am the Chief Copywriter at the Azad Agency, and on this YouTube channel I share my favorite tips and behind the scenes for copywriting for online businesses. So let's get started and chat copy. Now, a sales funnel is essentially a step-by-step marketing process or journey that you take a potential customer through in the hopes that they will eventually invest in your product, purchase from you, or anything like that. So, is a sales funnel one size fits all? It depends. Sales funnels aren't just a one type of template that you cut and copy and paste into your business. There are different ways that you can incorporate the principles of a sales funnel into your own strategy. Now, we're going to discuss how a sales funnel can work for your business using the very, very popular IDA framework. Now, what this means is we're going to start with A, awareness, then I for interest, D for desire, and then A for action. Now, I'm going to explain what each of these stages means and then how you can use each stage to start building up your own business. Let's start with awareness. Awareness is when you first come across a new customer, or a customer actually comes across you for the first time and doesn't really know what it is you do. Usually this happens through a traffic source that is indirect. You are not directly targeting your customer, but they happen across what it is that you are providing in terms of free content. This can look like guest blogging or showing up as a guest on a podcast. This can look like your website showing up when they search for something online and they're like, oh, who is this? This can also look like a YouTube video like this one, where you may be looking for answers to questions and you come across someone who is an expert in their industry who can help you, and then you become more and more involved in their community and what it is that they have to offer. Another popular way that people like to incorporate this strategy is through ads. You can actually set up paid ads with the only purpose of building awareness for your brand and your business, not necessarily for just making sales. Because when you're building up the awareness part of your business, you don't necessarily want to just tell people, hey, buy this $500 product. You want them to trust you. You want to give them free information on what it is you do, and information about the industry, answer questions without them even having to ask you, to show yourself off as the expert in the industry that they should keep coming back to. The next part of the sales funnel is the interest stage. This is when people are actually actively looking for solutions to problems they have, and they look to the internet to see what it is that they can possibly do. So they'll go to YouTube and search how to X, or they'll go to Google and search this. And hopefully when they do this, your YouTube video or your blog post or your website or your profile will show up, and it'll be the answer that they're looking for. This will work across all industries in the sense that if you decide a platform that's search oriented that you really want to hone in on, whether that be blogging on your website, whether that be Pinterest, whether that be YouTube, people will be able to find you when they're looking for the questions that you are able to answer. This is also the stage where they start to express interest and actually working with you beyond just, hey, they answered my question for free in their blog post, I'm gonna get going. When people start to showcase this interest and they come to you over and over again with the hopes of getting their questions answered, they are also actually learning more about hopefully what it is you offer and how they can start to work with you. You can incorporate this type of seeding into your blog posts and your YouTube videos by adding call to actions like sign up for my newsletter, or download your free lead magnet, or sign up for a free consultation call. You don't need to be super salesy about it and you don't need to push it, but just by offering those little nudges here and there, you'll showcase that not only do you offer free content to get them an instant answer to their question, but that you have a long-term answer for that particular part of their business, and they can come to you when they're ready for that step. Again, some of the actions that'll come with the interest step is people actually following you on social media, like on Instagram or on TikTok or on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is that you're using, subscribing to your YouTube channel, signing up for your email list, either because you asked them to on your website or your blog, or you offered a free lead magnet. like a how-to guide that they can download and then get added to your email list with. The next stage is the desire stage. This is when your prospect is actually showing really clear indications that they are considering investing in your product or service and that they're ready to learn more about what it is that you offer. They're paying attention to what exactly you're offering, the benefits that you're promising, and they may also be shopping around the market for other potential solutions in your industry and comparing them to see what will be best for their particular situation. This is when they're actually visiting your webinars and your sales pages to see exactly what it is that they're investing in and what they can expect to get out of it. What you need to focus on for this step is, first of all, having your sales process in place. For example, your sales pages, whether you have a landing page, if you have any upsells or downsells that we can talk about in a later video, and basically how you're going to convince them that you are the right person for them to invest in. You also need to be thinking about email sequences at this point. If you want to have them in an email sequence that's sales oriented, since they've probably subscribed from the awareness and the interest stage, and you also just want to keep warming them up, keep showing them why your product is so worthwhile. Again, one sales email is usually never enough. One invitation to purchase, usually never enough. Now you need to really make the most out of this relationship that you've built with this person to showcase how your solution is second to none and why they need to be a part of it as soon as possible. Lastly, action. This really bleeds in from like the previous step of desire. However, action is when you actually get them to click the buy button. This is where your sales page ends with that really strong call to action, with that really strong urgency, with everything that you know you need in terms of having a successful marketing strategy. This is where you really go all in to get them to take that action. This is where you really highlight the urgency or scarcity, or just really exemplify why your social proof proves that you are the expert in this industry. Again, there's no one size fits all approach to this, but action is where they actually make the investment. It's not desire anymore, it's I have to do this. And that's the basic nature of a sales funnel. Now, as a bonus tip, I'm also going to talk a little about R, which I don't know why it's not part of the IDA formula, but R is for retention. Now that you have people in your funnel where you've built the awareness, you've built the interest, you've really honed in on the desire, you've motivated action, and they've invested with you. Now it's time to keep that connection going. You're never done when someone just hits buy. That's really when the journey is just starting, because as we know, it is so much cheaper and so much easier to sell to an existing customer versus marketing to find a new one. I mean, come on, we have this entire sales funnel process just to find new customers. Do we really want to keep finding customers only through this strategy, or really make the most of the existing relationships we have? Now, what you can do to keep people really engaged with your community and keep them a warm member of your audience is through consistent emails. You can send them update emails, send them promo emails, invite them to your newest offers ahead of time. Anything that will basically show them that you care, that they are part of your community, and you want to honor that. You can also send out follow-ups. You can ask for testimonials or reviews. You can ask them what it is that you could do better to serve them. All of these things are really important, and they'll go a long way in terms of keeping them engaged and keeping them interested in what you're doing, because you've shown that you care about their results and that they are getting the most out of working with you. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope that you found some value from this. And if you have any questions on sales funnels, I'd love to answer them. You can find me on TikTok or on Instagram at Azad Agency, and you can also comment below. And if you're interested in more consistent copywriting tips, you can always sign up for my email list by going to the description box below. So until then, I can't wait to talk to you soon, and goodbye.